Alright guys, welcome to Season 3, Episode 16 of this AFC Wimbledon Manager Mode career. Now we have got the FA Cup quarter-final against Wolverhampton Wanderers in this episode, and what a game it was. It was end-to-end stuff, and yet again the FA Cup game was just such a joy to play. I mean, some of the league games can kind of ebb out a bit, be a bit dull and boring. Not many at all, but just one or two. Whereas each one of the FA Cup games has been really good, and there's been a lot of highlights, and I've wanted to show all the highlights, especially with it being in the FA Cup. So we'll crack on with it, and as you can see here in the Premier League table, Wolverhampton Wanderers are currently 12th in the league, so they're going well, and it was obviously not going to be easy at all, but yet again I did play my full strength squad, and so did they this time. They're the likes of Doyle and Fletcher up front, Jarvis on the wing, who I know from Ultimate Team, Hennessy in goal, and it really wasn't going to be easy. But we did start the game really well, and as you can see here in the 5th minute, Moore picked up the ball from a pass from Potter, and his shot just went past the post, which was slightly frustrating, but we came straight back at them in the 8th minute. Jackson got the ball on the wing, sprinted into the box, got absolutely taken out by, I think it was Christoph Berra, and that was a penalty kick for us. So 9 minutes in, we had the chance from the spot to take the lead in the FA Cup quarter-final, and Sam Hatton, our main penalty kick taker, stepped up and just squeezed it in over the top of Wayne Hennessy. So what a start to the game. 9 minutes in, we were 1-0 up and heading into the semi-finals as it stands at the minute. Just seeing this penalty again, it just creeps over. Just so not lucky, just fortunate I suppose, if you like. But they came back in the 25th minute, got the ball into the back of the net. Fortunately though, it was correctly ruled offside, as you see here. I think it was Michael Kitely, that put it into the back of the net. I'm not too sure. But as you can see, straight from that straight from that free kick, Bush gave it to Yusuf. Yusuf gave it to Moore. Moore got very lucky, but we were through on goal, and there was only one thing I was going to do here. I was not going to pass it. I was not going to miss the chance to pass it across goal for the empty net. So yes, we did sweat it out, but 28 minutes gone. We were 2-0 up, and what a start to the game this was for us. They did come back at us, however, in the 45th minute. An absolute brilliant ball through to Stephen Fletcher, and he placed it perfectly under the outcoming Seb Brown to make it 2-1. So we did go into the half-time break 2-1 up at this point, and this is where it got really kind of edgy and nervous for me, because they came at us in the second half. As you can see, I went defensive, but Fletcher just walks past my defence, and yet again we relied on Seb Brown to save us, and he did. So I thought at this point, right, get some fresh legs on. Adamano, Gwilym, Moore, all brought all three of them on, and we went for it. Fortunately though, Fletcher came forward in the 75th minute and again just wandered past my defence. Somehow missed a glorious opportunity. And then in the 88th minute they had one more chance. Kevin Doyle put the ball into the box from a decent position, and Stephen Fletcher, that man yet again, just couldn't get the header on goal. And amazingly, we did finish the game and hold out for the 2-1 victory. So AFC Wimbledon 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, and we are going to Wembley for the second time, but this time in the FA Cup semi-final. And as you can see here, it was a really tight game, and we probably did just edge it and deserve to win. But then we've got to concentrate on the league, and we've really got to pick up points to push for the top half of the table. And in the 10th minute, Adamano twisted and turned the defender and put it perfectly into the back of the net. So 11 minutes gone, we were 1-0 up, and what a start to the game. I was just really feeling it at this moment. I was thinking we just beat Wolves, we're in the semi-finals of the FA Cup, and now we're really going for it in the league as well, starting well against Carlisle and picking up some points if we can hold out. Although very annoyingly, Charles Williams gave away a penalty again, but to be fair to him, when you see the replay, really don't know what I did wrong. I didn't even make a challenge, I was just trying to hold him off, but for whatever reason the referee deemed that was a penalty, and they stepped up with Miller to take the spot kick, and I was confident with Stevens, the youngster, in goal, and what a save it was. He had to get low and down to the bottom right corner, and he managed to, and justice was done in my eyes, and then Williams redeemed himself, is what I'm trying to say, sorry, redeemed himself by blocking that shot excellently. Although from the corner, the header just creeped past the post, and we escaped quite luckily. Although in the 80th minute, they came forward yet again. Some awful defending by William, passed it straight to John Welsh, I think, and John Welsh's shot just fired against the side netting, and the game did finish 1-0 to us. So we only really had one chance, and then we managed to score it. So it's not too bad, but yet again, the game was nothing like the one against Wolves. Maybe I'm just being a bit biased to the game against Wolves, I don't know. But as you can see there, 360 grand additional transfer budget. That is just amazing. And as I am looking at the FA Cup semi-final, I am genuinely disappointed. Because as you can see, Chelsea have got Liverpool and I've got Blackburn Rovers. Okay, they're a Premier League team, but it would have been so much better to play Chelsea or Liverpool. I didn't mind either one, so long as it was one of them. But it wasn't, and it's a shame. But we might have a chance of getting to the FA Cup final. Who knows? Recreating the crazy gang. We will have to wait and see. But for now, we're still in the league, obviously, and we are in the game against Tranmere Rovers. And as you can see there, in the 43rd minute, Moore missed a decent chance, but it came straight back at us. Yusuf to Dijeli to Moore, and Moore had another shot in the space of, 2 minutes, but this one went past the post. So we went into the break 0-0, and then they came out and did some lovely football, as you see here. Devaney to Power to Weir, but fortunately Weir's shot was well saved by the youngster Sean Stevens, and we did manage to head it back to him, and he obviously picked it up to release all the danger. And then in the 81st minute, McKirk broke forward, picked up an injury, and I didn't care. I thought, well, let's get downfield. We need 3 points. We need to try and push on in the league. So his Rowe picked up the ball from Sheringham. He gave it back to Sheringham. Sheringham laid it perfectly off for Luke Moore. And Luke Moore, with a great chance, kind of scuffed it, but I think he was just clipped behind from a defender and couldn't get his shot away perfectly. And the game did have one final chance. Adameno in the 90th minute could have laid it off to Jackson. I decided against it. He went it alone, and the keeper saved well, and the game did finish. Tranmere Rovers 0, AFC Wimbledon 0. So a bit of a, I wouldn't say boring game, because there were a lot of chances, but a bit of a disappointing game, especially since there was no goals when there were quite a few chances. So as you can see here, just looking at the league table, we are in the top half of the table. We are 12th, and that is really good for me. I'm so glad that I've been able to push into the top half of the table and keep an FA Cup run going. So it genuinely looks like it's going to be a brilliant end to the season for me. I mean, as you know, I had my problems at the start. I was in the relegation zone. I only just survived the sacking, if you like, and we are making massive strides and really pushing on. So hopefully next season we should be able to push for the playoffs or promotion or whatever. But I'm not even looking at next season at the minute, because as you fully well know, we are in the FA Cup semi-final, and that is a few episodes away. I've got to be honest, because obviously it's not until April, so you're going to have to wait for that. But obviously there are league games in between, and they are quite big league games, because like I said, we are trying to still make strides and push into the top half of the table. I know we're at the bottom of the top, if that makes sense. But I would like to improve our position, get top 10, and then maybe we could dream of playoffs. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But that is where I'm going to end this episode, guys. And yet again, thanks for watching. I really, really do appreciate your support. I hope my commentary's been a bit better today than the previous few days. I'm not too sure. You'll have to let me know. Drop a comment in the section below. And yeah, just give me some feedback if you want anything from this series. If you want to see anything more, anything less, just let me know and I will listen to your feedback, guys, because that is the only reason I do it. I do it for you lot because I know you enjoy it so much. I mean, I personally enjoy it too. Don't get me wrong, it's so fun to do, and it keeps me involved in a career mode, which is, you know, if you just played it on a one-off, it would be quite difficult, if you understand what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm just gonna end up, I'm just rambling now. So I will end this episode here, guys, as I always do, by saying don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next episode, which as always will be out tomorrow. See you later, guys. Peace.